Dear Mom and Dad, Ruth and Betty, today is December the 26th, the day after Christmas, and I've decided to try something new since it's been a long time since I've been able to write you a good long letter. Today, I'm sitting in the cockpit of my P-38 on a mission. A lot of these missions have long, boring segments, and although some of them are too dang cold to write a letter, this time we're flying a little lower, a little warmer, warm sunshine, so during the quiet times, I'm writing a few lines, trying to get this letter off to you. I hope you're all well. I had a pretty good Christmas, all things considered, and I was pleased to know you're still taking good care of my car. We have just recently moved to a new place called Bizerte. It's in the desert near Oasis, and it looks like we're going to stay here for a while, so a lot of the men have dug them some pretty fancy foxholes for their home. Several days after our arrival, the Transatlantic Hotel in Bizerte got taken over for use by all of the pilots, and all we did was just to set up our bedrolls with 5 of us in one room. Each day lately, we've been escorting the heavy bombers out to bomb targets from high altitudes in places like Tunis, Bizerte, Cagliari, and Sardinia. Even though we're going on offense in the enemy's territory and bombing, both the bombers and the fighters have to fight very much on the defense in order to return home, because on almost every mission we get bounced by the Germans, who are always sitting up very high waiting for us. And we're lucky that they can't put up very many fighters, because we can't put up too many ourselves. On some of these missions, some of our boys are picking up a few hard-earned victories, but we are losing a few more good men. Recently, our squadron of 16 P-38s got bounced by about 16 Jerrys, and we had ourselves a hairy dogfight. We got split up. Lieutenant Williams from Marietta, Ohio was one of my friends, and he was lost. I sure hope he survived, and now if he's lucky, he's in a German prison camp. I had one other important mission recently that I have not yet wrote you about. It was another day. Rimke was leading our squadron on a mission, and while we were escorting bombers near the target, I noticed a lone B-17 far below us that had dropped out of formation and was trying to head for home. It appeared that 3 or 4 Focke-Wulf German 190 fighters were making passes at him, doing their best to knock him down. I told Rimke this over the radio, and he told me to take my flight of 4 P-38s down and try to help that B-17. Now, with the advantage of 8,000 to 10,000 feet on the Germans, we were able to dive right down on them, and I told my flight to pick out one each, and in turn, I went after one of them, and I must have caught that Jerry unaware, as I made a good hit direct on him, and he burst into flame. I saw my wingman Saul get one, and about that time I saw 2 other Jerrys come in on him. I tried to get over to help him, but the last I saw of Saul, he was shooting at one Focke-Wulf, and 2 others were behind him shooting at him, and all 4 of them disappeared into a cloud bank. But unfortunately, Saul never did return that day, and as far as I know, nothing's ever been heard from him. Now, just as this was taking place, Bob Neal, one of my other friends, who was near me, yelled there were 2 more coming in on me. I evaded the attack as quick as possible, and in the ensuing dogfight, Bob Neal's P-38 and my P-38 just outperformed them 2 Focke-Wulfs, and we was able to down both of them and confirm each other's victories. Then, Neil and I teamed up to get out of there because there were so many Focke-Wulfs, that many more than we had anticipated. Just about this time, we looked down and saw 2 more P-38s below us, and we dived down to join them, and they turned out to be McWhirter and Murdoch, 2 of my best friends from our squadron. And from the looks of the gathering of the Focke-Wulfs above, it appeared we were in the middle into another big dogfight. Even though we were all well separated from everybody else, and we were low on ammunition and gasoline. So the 4 of us, we have been flying together for almost a year now, and we are very well versed on what each one of us is going to do. We know we can depend on each other, and sure enough, 8 or 10 of them Focke-Wulfs who had altitude on us came in for the attack. And while we were able to weave in front of each other, warding off the attacks of these Focke-Wulfs, and after several attacks, we were able to outdistance them, as it would have been futile to have remained because the Jerry's had everything else on us, altitude, speed, and numbers. Well, when we got back to the base that day, we had lost 3 of our pilots, but we had more than 3 times that many victories to ourselves. It is easy to see how much more than friendship is required when your life depends on the actions of another pilot. It's a bond. It is something indefinable that you cannot write about and you cannot talk about. Friendships formed in combat are never forgotten, and I am making many trustworthy friends here. I do not want you to worry too much about me. I feel that I will be okay so long as I continue to fly carefully and trust in my friends and in my upbringing and the principles you taught me. I love you, and I send you my greeting from North Africa. Your son, Jack.